Hi, I'm Rebecca from Bekbek and Tracy has kindly invited me to join in with the Easter collaboration, so I thought I'd better show you my face. I hate being on camera, but I do like making things with resin, so hopefully this video will be okay. We're going to make this cute little bunny pin badge using UV resin. I've already mixed up a little bit of darker pigment and some of the UV resin, and I'm just using a plastic stick to pick out the details in the face. The way I make my silicone moulds, I use the details as almost like a barrier, so as you add the resin to it, as long as you don't overfill that section, it will naturally stop at the edge of the line. Next, I'm going to fill in the details on the ears with a little bit of white pigment mixed in with the UV resin. As the eyes and the ears are separate, there's no risk of them merging together, so I can wait and put it all under the lamp at the same time. At this stage, you only need to cure the UV resin for a few seconds, just long enough to stop it moving, as once we completely fill the mould, it will be under the lamp for the full 2 to 4 minutes. The details we picked out are now firmly in place, so now we can add our next colour without risk of it all merging together. Next, we mix in some of the pigment powder with the UV resin. When figuring out how much of the pigment powder to add, it's always better to add less and then add to it if needed. You can always do a little spot test on the side to check that it's curing okay. Once the mould is completely full, we'll cure it for 2 to 4 minutes under the UV light. Once your design is fully cured, it will be solid. I always flip my mould over and cure it from the reverse for a few seconds, just to be overly cautious, as if you're using, say, a black glitter for example, it's harder for the light to reach all parts of the design, so it's just a good practice to get into. Now the fun bit, we can pop it out the mould and see how it's turned out. I think this is super cute. You can see how the resin's picked out all the details of the mould, but if you wanted to make the lines a little bit more defined, you could always rub in a little bit of black acrylic paint and wipe off the excess with a wet wipe. I'm now going to use some of the leftover UV resin to attach the pin back. Holding the pin, I scoop up some of the UV resin and place the pin on the back of the bunny design. As the light needs to reach the UV resin, it's actually the overlap of the resin on the metal of the pin and the back of your design that will give it its strength. Then you just need to cure it for one last time under the UV light and your project's finished. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've got any questions, just pop me a comment below, and thank you Tracy so much for including me, I really appreciate it. I've linked it in the description, but if you head over to Tracy's channel, Mini Scenes GB, she's created a playlist of lots of Easter themed videos, which hopefully you will love.